Hey everybody, welcome to part 2 or episode 2 of my designer diary. And well, last time, if you haven't watched it, so I advise you to go to my first video. So I talked about the game I'm trying to create, first attempt of designing a game, and I talked about the game, about soccer. You can see here the player, just an image, and in the first video I explained the main idea of this game, and I also told about some problems I had with designing this game and some things I was struggling with. And so I first wanted to talk to you about some comments or some reactions I got on YouTube, which I really appreciated, by the way, so thank you all. I will mention you in this video. So I just going to check the questions or the comments I had, and I will talk about those comments or about those questions. And the first comment or question I had was from Natural 20 Games, and they they told me they thought that I had a few ideas that looked good, and that of course I had to make them work all together, which is of course the most difficult part of this design, or of a design, I guess. And he agreed that what we needed especially was some player interaction. Well, I don't think that will be the problem, because the idea is that anytime a pass can be intercepted, or when there is a duel between two players who are standing next to each other, there is this short duel. I'm not sure how I will do that yet. I'm still thinking about doing some blackjack mechanic, because of the scoring idea is with poker hands. I might implement some blackjack as well. So I've been thinking about that. I'll talk about that later maybe. And about the shooting, he said he was trying to think about something with the distance between the player who's shooting and the goal, and that was a good suggestion. That was also something I was thinking. So I will take you to the table and later, and I will show you what I have for an idea at this moment for shooting. So thank you Natural 20 Games for this comment. It's good for me to know that my idea of shooting and using using the poker hands and using the distance between the shooter and the goal might influence the poker hands. So I'm glad you also thought that way. So I'm not the only one with this idea. So alright, great. So thank you very much. And the other question or reaction was from Vincent Tan, a guy who reacts to my videos quite often, which I really like. So thank you, Vincent. And he had a few questions. So first thing, he wants to know if it was a two-player competitive deck builder I'm trying to make, and yes, that's it. So it's two-player only, and it's a deck builder with a board. So that's the main idea. So it adds deck building with this board of the player field. If he asked, is there a marker for the ball, and where is it? Well, it wasn't here at this moment yet. So at this moment there is a ball. I now have this small piece here, which I put below the player token at this moment. This is all prototype and playtest material. Maybe I will get to make some custom meeples later or something. But of course there's a ball on the field, and you can see which player has the ball. Yeah, that's the case. He asked also, will soccer formations mean anything? Like you know, in normal soccer you have formations like 4-3-3, 4 defenders, 3 midfielders, 3 attackers, or other combinations. Well, Vincent, there won't be any formations because I'm doing indoor soccer, so it's only 4 field players and 1 keeper, 1 goalie. So there's not that much formations to be had. You can do some starting formations, I guess, but as far as I know, I play indoor soccer, and there is some tactics and strategy regarding how to position yourself, but it's more free than in actual soccer on the field with 22 players on the field. So this doesn't have formations, of which I'm kind of glad, because it makes that part of design a little bit more easy. Other question was, do cards move on the board? No, so we don't have cards moving because we have players or some meeples on the board, which are the players. Cards are just played in front of you. You will see that later as I show you my idea for the, or my idea at this moment for shooting at goal. Okay, so he suggested to get the gameplay and the rules out first and do the balancing later. That's exactly what I'm doing. So I've been making all the special abilities or special actions on the cards. Try to get the best abilities on the highest and most expensive cards. I will have to do a lot of playtesting to balance this out and to see if it's the right way, to see if the 4 colors are balanced in this way. But yeah, I'm doing the creating first, and I will do the balancing and the numbers later to see how it works. Let's see. He also asked for a playthrough of Star Realms, so people watching this design diary could see how that game works. So they can see the idea of this likelihood with Star Realms I'm creating. I might do that. I also advise you just to download the app. So there's a free app of Star Realms, so you can try out the game for yourself for free. So be sure to do that, because it's a great game on the iPad. I've played a lot already on the iPad, and it's just fantastic. So you can play quite a bit for free. You can do some in-game purchases if you like, but it's not necessary. So be sure to check that out. And then I had one more comment or question, and that was from Daniel Potter. Thanks for that, Daniel. And he says he's intrigued by this game, so that's good news, that this idea gets people intrigued. And he was suggesting to make this game a little bit more complicated, to the idea of including team morale in this game. I keep this idea on the side. I might do this add this in the future. For now, I'm not doing too much more things in this game, because I want to keep this so as simple as possible, as fluent as possible. Soccer, and especially indoor soccer, is a really fast game, a real fast sport. The ball goes around very much, the players move a lot, and I think if I add more things to keep an eye on, things might slow down, and the feeling of indoor soccer might fade away. But I might do some thing with morale, maybe, who knows, that influences your cards or whatever, maybe cards in hand, I don't know yet. Perhaps I use card hand limit, but I'm not sure yet. But thanks for the idea. And well, then I will invite you to the table now, and I will show you at this moment some of the idea I'm having now at this moment with the shooting of the ball. So I'll see you on the table. Okay, so we're at the table now, and as you can see, this is just a prototype board. It's just a piece of paper, to be honest, and I'm using 2 team colors with each their 4 player pawns and 1 keeper pawn, which is different color, just to be sure who's the keeper. So keeper will be a player. You can go and attack if you want with the player, but it's important also when your opponent shoots at goal that your keeper is somewhere between him and the goal. Otherwise he gets a big bonus, of course, because an empty goal, well, most of the time you won't miss shooting at it. Alright, so this will be at this moment I'm thinking about having this draft or this river area, maybe I call it a river. These are cards that can be bought at the end of a complete round. So that's the deck building part, but this also counts as a river in poker hands. So there's a queen and 2 8s open inside, so players know that when there will be a shot at goal, these will be 3 cards that are participating in the poker hand. So each player has played equally amount of cards, so there has been 3 turns in this round. And the attacking player, he has 2 cards left in his hands. It is ace and a 6. And, well, he doesn't know, but let's take this here. And what he doesn't know is his opponent has a king and a 6 in his hand as well. Alright, so he thinks, well, things are looking good, I'm here, so let's try to shoot at goal. I have an ace in my hand, might come in handy. And the thing I'm thinking about is, at this moment I have these areas in these 3 shades of gray. We don't need 50 in soccer, 3 is enough. And I'm thinking about adding here numbers here like 2, 4 and 6 maybe, or maybe this a little bit higher because it's really far from goal. And let's do the calculation I'm thinking at this moment. So I'm thinking about when. So these are the cards in hand here. And think about when a player shoots, he gets a bonus card. Not in his hand, of course, but in his poker draft. So this is number 10. I made the space too small, so it didn't get on the screen, on the cards. So these are 10s. And he gets bonus cards for how far the player of his opponent is in the square. So you have this imaginary square, or I'm not sure, it's not a square, but okay. So there is one in this part, there is this player is the closest to him, and that's too far, so he gets 2 bonus cards. So at this moment he's lucky because he has this wild card. So that's his cards in hand. These are his cards here, and he can use those cards as well. The defender will get a bonus equal to the number on the shade. So I had 2 and 4 and more. So, but this time he's at range 4. That means he gets to draw 4 cards in his draft here. There you go. And as you can see in this thing here, he has there's 1 lane open and 2 lanes closed. That means defender has advantage because there is not that much space to get the ball through. That means the defending player gets 1 more bonus card as well. Should this have been different, should this keeper have been there by any chance, there will be 2 open lanes, so the advantage would go to the attacker, and the attacker would get to draw a bonus card. But this is the way it is now, so that's the case now. And now the player gets to see which his result is here. And, well, he doesn't have too much here, but he is going to take this. This is a wild card. He can choose color and he can choose the number. So he takes this as an ace. And he takes just the 2 8s that are right on the boards over there. So he has 2 pairs. Now we go to the defender. He's looking as well. He has this queen maybe. That means, well, but he has 2. He has 2 kings. So he managed to get 2 pairs out as well. Yeah, 2 pairs. So we've got a pair with aces and 8s and kings and 8s. Aces beat, of course, kings. So it means he's got a higher value and he scores. And, well, it is 2-1 for the blue player. Okay, so that's the idea I'm working with. most of the time attacker, in this case I've done this a few times before recording, and most of the times the defender won, so this time it was a goal. So I still believe when you have a defender there, there is a lot of scoring in indoor soccer, but it's not that easy to score. So I think that balance is quite okay at this moment. I'm not completely sure yet, but I think so. Of course, now I'm not looking at cards powers that has been used here. Players might have more cards in hand when shooting because of the card drawing before maybe, and the river might be influenced by this, by effects of the cards. So you have quite a lot of going on in between shots, but this is the main idea I'm having at this moment. Now, what I also have as an idea is that I'm going to make some kind of table here in which you have all the different kinds of results you can have in poker hands. I think I will leave out straights, because I have the feeling sometimes you draw many more cards than 5. It's too easy to get straight. So I think I leave them out, and I will have this calculation when you have, for example, you have a pair is the lowest one, or well, high number is the lowest one, but if you have a pair, next step is 2 pairs, and that's one difference. So if you only have one difference and the defender wins, then it was almost a goal. So that means maybe the keeper just got hand of it, but the ball will be somewhere close to goal still. If there's a difference of 2, the ball may be further at goal. If it's a really high difference, the goalie might just have caught the ball, and then we have change of attacker, of course, because then the other team has the ball now. So I'm thinking about making such a reference here on the board as well, next to the field. Okay, so that's what I'm thinking about. Now the other thing is the duel. So I'm going to add numbers to all these parts, but I'm still thinking maybe it's not necessary to do all these 8 areas. I might need only one for the top, for the center, and for the bottom, because it's always easier to defend when someone's just right before you. It gets harder when he's next to you, and well, when he's behind you, you have to do much better, or you have to do special things to get him, to get the ball. So I'm thinking about doing something like this, a number in the front, middle, and back. So I might get rid of the corners in the future. So I'm thinking about doing that. So, and that will be done with maybe with some blackjack. So the guy with the highest value gets to choose one of the cards in the river. So maybe the attacker has the highest number, he chooses the queen in the river. Yeah, well, the other one chooses the 8, of course, and then we start drawing blackjack hands. So he's got 15. And well, he's got 20 now, and then defender has 16 and 23. He busts, so this one wins. Attacker wins the duel, so he stays in possession of the ball. So that's what I'm thinking about. So I hope this makes any sense. Feel very free to give me more ideas. I would love to hear them from you or read them from you. And well, maybe next time we have more of balanced gameplay, and we might work further on this. And let me thank you for watching this video. I hope you like participating in this thinking process, and I see you guys all in the future. You join me on Twitter or Facebook or Board Game Geek. I'm at Vitruvian Gamer. Thank you all. Bye bye.